At our mother's home here in Southwest Florida, your donations have been helping to break the cycle of teenage pregnancy since 2000 and support teen mothers and their babies. But we still need your help. If you are a plumber, a carpenter, an electrician, or are able to teach valuable life skills to our teens, go to ourmothershome.com to make a difference in the place we all call home.
Who is our partner and why did we choose them? My name is Diana Peguese. When I came to this class, I wasn't sure what was expected. In fact, to define civic engagement, I guess I believe that is when we understand what the needs of our world are, our people, when they're in pain, recognizing that and being able to do something for them. But there's another part, and that other part is taking care of our world, our natural world, making sure that it's healthy as well. And so for a class, we actually decided to choose something from the first part, and that is Our Mother's Home of Southwest Florida. Our Mother's Home is a residential home for teenage mothers who have been in foster care, but because they want to keep custody of their babies, they're forced out. Our Mother's Care is a residential home that allows them to live there and keep their child. Now, if you remember from our reading, the 11th, Our Mother's Home is a bit like that story in that there are only rooms for 10 mothers and their babies. It's kind of sad. You think about that 11th mother in this incident, as the man did in the story. After speaking to Stacy, who was our contact person at Our Mother's Home, we decided that we would all go over together and sit down with her. And actually, on the drive over, we remember the activity that we did, Majoria, Menoria. We talked about that, we discussed it, and we decided, and we were really strongly in the decision that we were not going to simply walk in and tell them what we could do for them. We were going to allow them to tell us what they needed. And so when we finally did speak to them, we sat down and they said, we need money. Not surprising. If you're bringing home a brand new baby, money is exactly what you need. You need a crib, and you need formula, and you need clothes, and you need everything that a new baby, a new person in this world needs. And so we decided to develop two projects. I would be doing donations because I've worked with nonprofits in the past, and Justin, because he's worked in broadcasting, and Hanny, of course, who's our theater major, they would be doing public service announcements. This was a great thing, except for one small detail. Well, actually, a few small details, and that is this. We have 6 weeks to get this accomplished. So we've got some problems that we have to overcome. So we began to critically analyze what we had to do, what the problems were, and then we identified what our skill sets were and identified where our talents lay, what we've done in the past. And this also allowed us time to work out details such as schedules for school and for work, and working around all of that, we still were able to get a really nice couple of things done. Donations, we've done really well, but what's really cool is that with Hanny and Justin working, and well, all of us working together to write scripts, we developed 5 different public service announcements. They've already started to be aired. This was a remarkable project for me, and for, I think, each of us. And we think that we've learned a lot. But I'd like to personally say thank you, Hanny, for your beautiful voice and for your enthusiasm. And thank you, Justin, for your expertise and all the time that you've put into this project. And for all of you who've paid attention to me while I talk and for the rest of this film. Thank you.
My name is Justin, and I wanted to work with Our Mother's Home because of something my mom taught me from a very young age. My sister had an accident when she was younger, and as a result, she can no longer walk or talk. And my mom always sacrificed so much to give my sister the best life possible. And that always taught me to try to be the voice for someone whose voice is not able to be heard, or someone who doesn't have a voice. And that's why I wanted to work with the homeless pregnant teens at Our Mother's Home of Southwest Florida. And I am a communication major, but I've had experience creating public service announcements, which is one of the reasons why we went in that direction, because we thought that that could be a lasting impact that we could leave with the organization, something that we could give them, so after we're done with our time spent with Our Mother's Home, it's something that can live on, and they can continue to use to bring attention and awareness to this subject. But we wanted to do more than just a public service announcement after we looked into some of the other numbers, such as demographics, race, and the fact that so many of the girls have been trafficked in the past. And for that, here's Hanny.
My name is Hanny. I was part of the Our Mother's Home group for this class, and so just a little bit of honesty here. When we first started, I didn't know anything about Our Mother's Home, anything, just zero, never heard of them. I wasn't sure when Diana first brought it up if I wanted to work with this, what I would be able to contribute, anything. But upon further research, I really connected with the mission of the organization. I was able to find testimonials from girls that had been through the program that I was, in a strange way, kind of able to identify with. A lot of these girls had been brought into this country, many against their own will, knowing little of the language, their legal rights, anything. And I mean, even to go farther into that, a lot of them conceived the babies that they have right now, and they're being helped to raise against their own will. Due to personal things growing up and farther into my life, these circumstances really spoke to me, and I found it incredibly necessary, I guess courageous, what the organization is trying to do to better the lives in long term with people who are dealing with really, I feel, very extreme circumstances, to help them better their lives and the lives of the generations that are to come, many times as a result of very tragic events in their life. So again, I didn't know what I would be able to contribute. Then Justin and Diana, I think mostly Justin, came up with this idea of a PSA, and it just kind of fit in. Everything came together. You know, Diana was our voice. Justin is kind of the person that really knows what's going on. And I have, you know, theater training, so I can speak and I can act and all that kind of stuff. So it was kind of like magical, you know. I was like, is there like a better thing that we can do, you know? So that's what we did. And we were, I want to say, very successful, you know, especially we had, 6 weeks, right? And we did what we did, you know. We were able to do a lot. And I hope that what we did and what we gave helps them to continue doing what they're doing.
As of today, July 20th, 2016,
We have gotten over $400 in donations, plus clothing and toys.
And we've created 4 PSAs, 1 in Spanish.
and we've also had 16 times that our PSAs have played on air across 2 stations in Southwest Florida.
Fantastic.
At Our Mother's Home here in Southwest Florida, your donations have been helping to break the cycle of teenage pregnancy since 2000 and support teen mothers and their babies. But we still need your help. If you are a plumber, a carpenter, an electrician, or are able to teach valuable life skills to our teens, go to ourmothershome.com to make a difference in the place we all call home.